Yo, top Billin, Seahawks Nation. Y'all already know what your boy Golden Tate is about. Since y'all saw him at the beginning of his career in Seattle, he's simply a straight up dog, a roughneck. One of these guys that you can have play inside and out, pretty much a running back in a wide receiver's body or a wide receiver in a running back's body, however you want to say that right there. The guy just knows how to get it done with the catch and run stuff. I think he's the leading yards after catch guy since he's been in the league. I love this man's skill set. Been a big fan of his ever since Notre Dame. He's one of my all-time favorite college players. He's been pretty good in the NFL as well. Carved himself out a little bit of a niche there. Still going at 32 years old. I don't really see him having slowed down with his athleticism, but just the way that he understands his body and his body type, breaking tackles and everything. The Seahawks' new offense under Shane Waldron, if it is a carbon copy of what they're doing out in L.A., him playing a position or not necessarily starting or anything like that, but him having a role carved out for him in a lot of these sweep series, the jet action series, just stuff designed to get the ball into his hand in the quick game, I think will be worth its weight in gold. He needs to be a Seattle Seahawk again. He fits the system absolutely perfectly. He can extend his career there and it just be what it is. Now, I know a lot of you Seattle people going to come in here talking about some bullshit, not pertaining to football. I don't want to hear it. From a football perspective, this move to me makes complete sense. Team him up with your boy Lockett and Metcalf and more Swain, please. Just add a different element because this guy right here can do the dirty work for you. He's the junkyard dog for you. He's not afraid of contact, and he will allow a guy like DK Metcalf to really work downfield and keep a guy like Tyler Lockett clean, he is of the torn hymen variety. He is not trying to take any hits and everything like that. So it's all good with his style, a little bit more finesse. You need that junkyard dog, and Golden Tate is that. Matter of fact, let's look at the role that he will play in this particular offense.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. Remember, there's a heavy zone element to what the Rams were doing. You have zone flow across the board here, but it's split flow action because you'll have, of course, Robert Woods here on the jet sweep, and then you'll have the tight end here pressing up to the second level. Then you'll have your receiver here clearing out. So it becomes pretty much just a leverage numbers game. Get him out in space. 3-on-3. Can you make somebody miss? He does a good job of making a couple of people miss here. Robert Woods not as physical as a Golden Tate, not as an instinctive runner, but he definitely played this role pretty well right here. I really like how they do this. And they go to this, maybe 3-4 times a game in certain instances. A whole lot of bluffing it, though, with him running a ton of those. But you can see how the split flow action gets here because it looks like it could be your regular stretch zone. But, of course, you give it to Woods on the sweep action. People getting caught out there in no man's land. He has to make something out in space. They'll formation you to death as well. So, of course, you see 2x2 here, and you're going to have your jet sweep with Robert Woods. Got a condensed formation. Anytime you see these condensed formations here or these condensed splits, you know that something could happen. And remember, I said they bluff it a lot, so you'll often see him traveling across the formation just like he could get it. So you always have to have your eye discipline ready if you're a defense, but they're not going to give it to him most of the time. But when they do, it's usually with good results there. Got to respect that run game, too, on the inside. A lot of inside zone they run with it. Great gainer from here. Doing the Jets wrong. Like, same type of split flow action there. You see the line moving right. Looks like this could be some type of mid-zone. Robert Woods has to defeat one man. You got to make sure your edge player's able to block as well. He has to work off of them. He usually tries to shoot it to the sideline. Golden Tate's a little bit different where he's a natural runner here. He knows the fastest way to point A to point B is a straight line. He'll try to get upfield and get some of those physical yards. Remember, the mark of a McVay offense here is giving you your medicine, but in different applications, if you get what I'm saying here. Got another 2x2 here. This time it's 12 personnel. So not only formationing you to death, personnelling you to death as well. All right, 2 tight set right here. You still have your two receivers there. This looks like it could be a little bit of the same, especially when you see Robert Woods go in this direction. But this time he runs a submarine route and catches the ball out the backside here. What do? Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Got multiple motions, right? Cooper Kupp sitting in motion first. Jared Goff on a rollout. That's hard. Let's look at it again from this side right here. Not a overly complicated offense, but definitely one that's very efficient. So if you're able to rep the same type of stuff all the time, know your role, you're able to be a lot more efficient at it than the other team right there. Remember, I told you about the bluffing aspect of it here. You see him in a slot, you'll see him widen the linebacker and hold him backside. So look like it could be some type of sweep. They're out of the gun this time. This time hit Cooper Kupp front side, and it's all to the good. All right, back at it here, 2x2. This time both tight ends on one side. And then, of course, you have your reduced formation here, your condensed splits. And what do you have? Jet sweep. This time you're blocking to the strong side because you have two tights there, right? Same deal right here. But look at that, man. Look how that split flow gets him. You got to respect it, right? It's a good run team. Look, all the linebackers, all the linemen flowing towards the ball there. Robert Woods, especially if you time it correctly like they usually do. But look at Robert Woods. This is why I don't like Robert Woods here. Golden Tate will put this guy in a conflict, Eddie Jackson here, in a conflict of deployment. He's got a two-way go here. Not everything needs to be stretched to the sideline. This could be a two-way go, and you can break down in space, make him miss, and you don't have to try to get outside, right? You usually want to bang inside of your blocker here, but he tries to take everything to the outside. Doesn't get as good a gain as he should have gotten, as I know Golden Tate would have. A little bit of a different way to run this right here. This time they're going to pull a guard. You pull a guard and leave a little bit of an influence block here, lead the three technique upfield, and, of course, you're still running your sweep action here, and you're bluffing like it could be some type of dive or power play. Motion, set it. Look at that. Three technique freaked out of his mind. Good run by Robert Woods, too. Check this out right here. Boom. They influenced him up the field. Right. He thought he was going to get this, right? He thought it was going to be a dive play to Henderson here. He's like, oh, yeah. Got me a tackle for loss here. Robert Woods on the backside, out the backside right here. Freaks Roquan Smith. Look at Roquan Smith with bad eye discipline right here. I'm not sure. He's worried about the pulling guard. So there you go. You start pulling the guards. Your keys usually as a linebacker is to watch for pulling guards. You want to be the take-on guy in this situation, running running front side. And then you have your cleanup man right here in this particular linebacker, but it's a sweep to the outside. So you out-leverage him. Great running by Robert Woods on this one. That's how you navigate blocking right here. You see him? What I say, try to get that inside hip. He ends up having to go off the inside hip off Cooper Kupp right here. So he wanted to go back outside, but Cooper, the block forced it back inside. All right, love this particular play right here. You see the trips to the right here. This looks like it's just going to be zone left, but you'll get a rollout from Jared Goff here. Everyone's blocking area side, just like a zone play, but you get Robert Woods, block and release back to the flat here, get him out in space. Got a couple of these right here. Block, get him out in space. Nasty. Even better version right here. Block, get him out in space. Ooh, Jared Goff got lit up. He's done. Touchdown from Robert Woods. That one right there. This right here, man, you running them nakeds, boy. You don't never know who's coming out on the other side. They probably need to do something about this one right here. Running them naked. Milano right there on the backside. Booyah! Jared Goff, fertilizer. Spread his herb ass on the grass like fertilizer. Mini concussion. But Robert Woods out in space. Gets himself a touchdown. Great blocking downfield, too, by Cooper Kupp. So there you have it, man. Let me know what you think about your boy Golden Tate. I don't want to hear shit about some TMZ rumor type shit. This is football, man. You guys, I think you guys better get it together over there in Seattle. This shit is not guaranteed. You ain't been to the NFC Championship in a minute. It's time to win some football games, man, by any means necessary right there. Too much chatter going on this particular offseason. This is a great time to right some wrongs right there. Bring Golden Tate back. March your ass to the Super Bowl. all is well. All right. It's your boy Murph, the Underground King, Top Billin Sports. Make sure you like this. Make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. And I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.